Hello, friends. So I'm actually on my second recording of this. The first time I had my mic muted, so that's always fun. But it's your local guy here, and just going to be doing a run through on all of our favorite headlines from X.com. So I really don't want to go into this again, but I guess I have to. My enemy, Elijah Schaefer, the most bisexual bi guy of all time. If you've been paying attention, you would know that Ashley St. Clair and Elon Musk, they had a baby, and apparently Elijah Schaefer knew about it. So, mm, you know, and apparently Elijah and Ashley St. Clair are also enemies, probably due to the Sarah Gonzalez accusations placed on Elijah Schaefer. But he takes the most feminine approach that I've ever seen to this. He fights Ashley on one hand, but also stands up for her on the other. Uh, Not sure why. I think he probably wants to be homegirls with her. And Elijah Schaefer, as we all know, is like a newer conservative. He was a LGBT individual up until the Black Lives Matter riots, and that kind of turned him around. Um, which is it's fine to be a liberal, I guess. Not really, but he was definitely gay. But now he has two kids under two, and he just wants everybody to know that you could congratulate a woman on a baby and not appreciate out of wedlock uh, laying down and creating a child and single motherhood. Um, we shouldn't be harassing the kids. He is right about that, but take a stance on something, man. Like, this is the most no nuts response you can post, but hey, what are you gonna do? So, looks like Ashley St. Clair has the huge lead for Grifter of the Year. I have to agree with that 100%. Same thing with the quartering. He's a lot like Elijah Schaefer to me. I do follow both, but it's mostly hate follow reasonings. So, um, this post here says Grimes did the same thing Ashley St. Clair did, which is basically announce that she had this child with Elon Musk for, security reasons. She probably wants a house and 24-hour security, Secret Service of some kind, I guess. And Grimes did the same thing, but everybody thinks it was sweet because Grimes is retarded, of course. And I agree with that. When a retarded person does things, it is sweet. America has the best retards, in just North America. I think Grimes is from Canada, but nobody's topping our retards. We have the best retards globally. So, and excuse me. Here's a funny video. Erica
I don't
Bailey's
want
on.
any
We better
part
call on
of whatever
Tyler.
this weirdness is going on. I don't agree with it. I
Apparently,
think a lot of you guys
Sinclair
are going to look back in
was
10 years and say,
a
where the hell did my country go? With zero introspection to the
double
vast amounts of time
back
you wasted on meaningless discourse by
I
design
probably pay.
about women and body counts and hating women and
MAGA.
repeal the 19, blah, blah, blah.
Shadow MAGA.
I am too traditional for the
Sounds
left, not traditional enough for the right. I consider myself a normal person from 10 years ago. And the only thing I care about is making a better country, better world for my children, for my son. And I think many of you are insane. I think you're insane people who many of you should be
Feminist
institutionalized,
gobbledygook.
frankly.
Oh, excuse me, guys. Hold on. But yeah, Jewish stripper. She also is a Jew. Maybe she's Mossad. Here goes Antonio Brown with that's mom and dad, and then an hour later, he has a black woman in his DMs. But nevertheless, that's just African American shit. Elon's dad. Um, it's just typical African American shit. That's how we get down, baby. A lot of baby mamas, a lot of women carrying that seed. This apparently is African American shit too. I'm gonna have to censor that. It's probably not. But look, can somebody explain? what this is not African American shit. This is like that Kenyan shit or whatever the fuck Obama is. What is this? Who would marry this? The guy says it's chop shit, and I agree. It's some chop shit. Sinclair plotting on Big Musk for about a decade now, or not a decade, half a decade, excuse me. But hey, 7 kids. He goes through women pretty fast, and she said she wanted to be next. And that isn't that lovely? Isn't that traditional of her? No, it's very feminist of her, of course. Um, I guess this lady sprayed ketchup all over these guys, and our buddy Charles Carroll, he said he was on the cruise, and afterwards they tossed the bitch overboard, and nobody even bothered looking for her, not even her family. Um, what's a sign of low IQ people? This. Yeah, I agree. It's the lowest IQ in America for sure. If you see a bitch with this, run. And it doesn't matter what race she is either. You know, mostly the inners, they like doing this, but sometimes you will run across a wannabe inner, and she'll have these too. Stay away from her. Oh, here's a St. Clair take on how the Republicans will lose the election if they don't get rid of all the red pill lunatics who have severe mommy issues and hate women. I don't think that affected the election at all. The election, if anything, it did wonders for the election this year. And where's she at? So we've been a bit vindicated on Miss St. Clair. Imagine how Lauren Southern feels right now. Probably poor. Yeah, what does she like? Have like some type of Marine or something, or some type of special forces guy she had a baby with. He's probably well paid, but he's not Elon, so should have held out, Lauren. Oh, damn it. I dropped something. Let's see. What are we doing here? I guess there's a false flag for nuclear war, and of course there's St. Clair blowing it. We'll just leave that up. Um, so, Trump is working on some type of peace deal in Ukraine, of course, or NATO, the NATO puppet Ukraine. And probably NATO wanted some type of misrepresentation with this Chernobyl incident. Like, oh, there's already radiation on Chernobyl. Russia's trying to start a nuclear war. This is nuclear warfare by proxy. Let's see what
world history
Jones has to say.
They argue whether what's bigger, Fukushima or Chernobyl. So Ukraine clearly attacked it. They have the radar signal where it came in. It's Russian controlled in eastern Ukraine. And then Zelensky blamed Russia when Russia's been warning they would do that. Why would they attack a plant under their control? Again, to have a disaster, to try to blame it on Russia. And remember, Zelensky got caught a few years ago blaming Russia for the attack on the Nord Stream pipeline, later declassified it was the U.S. and NATO with Ukraine did it. A couple years ago, Ukraine got caught firing missiles into Poland, but the Poles were able to shoot them down before they fully detonated and had the tail numbers that they were Ukrainian, and they had the radar signal that it came out of Western Ukraine into
love Ukraine, man.
Poland.
Just hustling and begging for that money like a fucking stripper. Look at these motherfuckers, man. Conservatives love the gay babies. And 2 babies, too, is just... What kind of fucking weird, greedy shit is that? But anywho. I mean, no, it's not weird. We love gay people. The gays they're great. There's nothing weird about that. I don't know what got into me. I misspoke, really. Let's see. Yeah, so this is a trilateral peace plan. They want to cut defense spending and just try to work for global peace. Alex, speak on that a little
by
bit.
anybody. And that is the most dangerous thing Trump has ever done. Not just the audit he's got of the Pentagon started. I mean, this
Pentagon
is
audit,
absolutely
IRS audit.
incredible.
Those are good
Here
things.
is Owen breaking this down and what Trump said last night. And then Trump states the truth that it's NATO and Zelensky started the war with Russia.
Let's
It's
watch some
true.
boy slop, actually. Let's watch some of this Zog slop. Exactly what you expect.
I can't watch this.
Jump over the king. And I don't understand all the writers they are entertaining. They're making some of the best content. You cannot emulate this unless you have a mind of a real settler. You know what I mean? It's their land. They settled it. You know, and by golly, they're gonna have. They're gonna deal with this one. Look at the screenplay on this. The directorial action
What
that we have here is so much better than all those westerns that we enjoyed in our childhood that our dad played for us. This is so much more
100%.
enjoyable than that. So
So
thank the
everyone's
Zogs,
been
man,
affected, whether they have a SIM card or
giving
not.
us this
And
goy
we get the
slop
added
and
benefit
a
of
platter.
wiping out the
This is
kingdom.
Not
amazing.
yet.
I don't understand. It's their land. And it was over 6 million. It was probably like 60 million. The female Twitch viewership dipping because they are older and uglier. Nobody wants to goon to them anymore. They won't be on Kai Cenat or I Show Speed's level. Look, man, Galentine's Day is fat coated. It is definitely stud coated too. I don't know if you know what a stud is, but if not, look that up. They think they don't like washing down in their nether region, and they usually wear like a fitted hat and baggy pants. That's all you need to know. That's all I can say for YouTube purposes. Nick Fuentes, he had a little spiel on the Ashley St. Clair baby doxing thing, and basically she doxed herself for
And the
monetary
press
gain, probably
says,
security,
yo, Nick Fuentes knocked up
or
this
just for
black girl.
clout,
He
internet
knocked
clout.
up
Well,
something
I'm
surprising,
Elon's baby
something
mama.
shocking. I don't know. Oh, now it's doxing the fucking baby? To have
The babies are untouchable. You can't
I'm
dox
not
the
even the
baby.
shadow president. I'm not even
You
the
can't
man
dox
behind the
the
curtain.
child, you know?
Elon Musk is running a breeding farm.
You don't dox the child. Hey. Wow. That's a good question. Just paying they rent. Let's see. LeBron. It's, hey, man. Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, ladies. Some basketball here. I don't think anybody cares about that. Already went over this monstrosity, I believe. Let's see. Bill Burr. He says billionaires should be put down like rabid dogs. If you want to understand Bill Burr, imagine he's looking at his angry black wife in the front row for approval every time he tells a joke. That's like the perfect description on Bill Burr comedy. I never understood people saying that Bill Burr comedy was good. It was never good to me, not even back in its heyday. Just like, oh, this is just some like stupid East Coast white guy. You're on it in. That's what it always looked like to me. Just a East Coast white guy trying too hard. Trump's entire second term is going to be one long Vance 2028 campaign, boosted by Little Tech and NatCon. Yeah, that deal money, that Zog money, that settler, it's their land money. That's 60. It's more than 6 million. It was 60 million. That money. Yeah, all that chilling, and Nick Fuentes just hates the way JD Vance looks. I agree. It looks kind of strange, but nevertheless, I guess Kanye is divorcing this Mossad agent, and apparently they think that he knew, and he just paraded her around to humiliate her and probably like pimp her out to get his billions back. If you draw this person, you get fired. Probably pretty true. Beardson, roasting our favorite Malaysian. Well, he didn't even roast him. He just kind of like set him up to get roasted. So we got Ada Luch from Spain, our Spanish queen, probably on some type of Jew retreat with favorite Malaysian. And dude, let me try to zoom into let me try to zoom into these chompers, man. Man, how's my computer? My computer doesn't want me to be negative. Okay, all right, fine, computer. You win. I won't. I won't say anything about Ian's snaggleteeth. But if you see that picture, look at that. And, basically, she's like, hell no. I don't know anything about me being with this guy romantically. He's not like his buddy Elon. He can't pull women like that. He can't, he got no riz, as they say. Can't riz him up. He can't riz up fine shit. Anywho, look, Pavlovitz. Trump would have deported Jesus. Pavlovitz. What's that, Irish? No, that's Irish. But we know what he would have done to Jesus. Maybe I would change the last name if there's any love for Jesus. I would change that. But anywho, whoa, look at this guy. Torque on, and then he got UFC'd. I'll just leave it at that. Oh yeah, let's
Analysis a few
do
years ago
this.
showing that over
implant aborted
This really
baby
speaks
parts
for
into
itself.
lab animals. I've heard of that sort of research.
we did an analysis a few years ago showing that over 90% of experiments with using human fetal tissue and putting them involved animals were funded by Fauci's NIAID.
Do you know where they're getting the aborted human fetal tissue?
A lot of it is happening at colleges and universities that have affiliated hospitals that perform that procedure.
Madam Chair, I think we need to look into that as well. Implant aborted
Wow.
baby parts.
Look, man, now they said that, Dr. Fauci was funding it, and, I don't think we need to get ahead of ourselves with, the settlers and the script writers and the screenplayers and everything. Like, sure, he is descendant from this. Really, it's more of an idea than anything. It's not really it can be a landmass and it can be an ethnicity, but more importantly, it's more of an idea. And just because he is a descendant of this idea doesn't mean anything negative. This is science, okay? We need baby, we need these fetus stem cells in these animals. Don't ask why. That's anti-Semitic if you're asking why. But we need just understand this is science and this is a need that America has. So and excuse this. This has nothing to do with ethnicity. This is just Palestine. They wear special garbs, and in Israel they like this style of hat. It's really more what that has to do with it. But focus down here. Sometimes you got to be a whole different nigga when you're off the clock, a whole different inner. And this is you off the clock. You leave that miserable 8 hours. Oh, wait, hold on. No, we're not, folk. Don't pay this any attention. Uh, you leave those miserable 8 hours and it brings your joy back, man. So sometimes you got to be a whole different inner when you're off that clock. And Tulsi Gabbard got confirmed, and she got congratulated by Rabbi Shmuley and Meghan McCain. This is not an indication of that you need to be weary of anything. It's just she has powerful friends, and everybody is just happy that she got her confirmation. So this is not racist either. We want virgins. So if she dated a black guy in high school, sometimes you just have to block her. We want virgins. We want pure women that are untouched. So hand grenades are illegal in France somehow. They did get in the country, and there was an incident with a bar. And it's rest in peace to everybody who was affected. condolences for sure to all the families. Our real inner, Martin Shkreli, hanging around his other real inners. And he's just letting y'all know. So Martin Shkreli's a good follow. It's a good businessman right there. Let's see. Any other headlines we got? Apparently they thought Kamala was going to win. They made a movie with a chocolate woman as our president. We're missing out. We could have had a chocolate baddie as our president, and we fumbled that. So, and Ben Shapiro definitely would have chose Barabbas over Christ. So I think that's a good note to end this on. Everybody have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Enjoy this holiday weekend.